I agree with him 100%. Wow, they forced me to remember the previous episode again. Oh my god, this episode is so personal, god damn it. Maria might be like the most tragic character in the whole Umineko. I mean, she can still have like a daughter or something, right? Like, I mean, she's just 18. I guess traumatic moment for 9-year-old kid. Is Maria actually so deeply involved in Rokkenjima? Is Angie the main protagonist of the story actually? Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Umineko. Yeah, so, previous episode was total rollercoaster of emotions. I still don't know what to think about this. I finished the previous episode like 2 hours ago. But I calmed down, so let's go. Let's record another episode. Let's see what's going to happen this time. I hope you liked the previous episode and I hope you will like this one as well. So remember to like the episode if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. And let's go. Let's not waste any more time. Let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen, Angie. I had planned on taking a nap, but the boat really was shaking bad. Oh, so she's like already on her way to Rokkenjima. Okay, so we are like going to the present time actually now. I gave up on sleeping and went up into the deck. There I was welcomed by the shining sun and a strong sea breeze. Amakusa had been doing some stretches on the deck. Yeah, hit me with your jazz music. He must have a lot of time on his hands too. After all, it's been several more hours before we reach Nijima. It would only have taken a couple dozen of minutes by airplane, but there was the chance that Nijima Airport was under the Sumadera family web. The harbor would probably be the same, but for that reason, I had obtained a boat that would let me land while avoiding the harbor, no question asked. I'd bumped into a cheery boat captain, plied him generously, and he decided to help me out amused.
まだだいぶかかるの？
さっき船長に聞いたら、あと2時間はたっぷりかかるそうです。
Okay.
ま、贅沢は言えねえですな。
いいお天気ね。焼けちゃいそう。
Seems like it.
甲板で読書ですか？本が痛みますよ。
Amakusa apparently thought this because I was clutching Maria on the chandelier under my arm. I've been reading it half asleep, which was why I came back up still clutching it.
どうですか？マリアさんの日記から六軒島の真相は探れそうですかい？
さあ、
Entirely possible.
あの島で何があったかなんて、どこまで調べても仮説でしかない。
We're finally going on Rokkenjima after everything happened, so we may find some clues that we never saw before.
メッセージボトルもお姉ちゃんの日記も、魔女が闊歩するおとぎ話が記されているだけで、何も真実を語らない。
Huh.
お手上げよ。
新島での関係者からの聞き込みに期待するしかないですな。
リッチハンターどもが散々質問攻めにしてるでしょうから、きっと真事実なんて見つからないわよ。
そこまで期待してないのに、半日も船旅をして新島に行こうなんて、実に気まぐれなことです。
調べたっていう自己満足のための旅みたいなものよ。本気で12年前の真実が解き明かせるなんて、私も甘えてるつもりはないわ。
その自己満足が終わったらどうするつもりで？
さあ、考えてないわ。新島に行って関係者に話を聞いて、最後に六軒島に行って花でも捧げたら、私の旅はおしまいね。
Okay. Several days have already passed since the journey began. After being told by Berncastel on the roof of that building to search for the truth of 12 years ago, I had left on a journey trying to grasp a cloud. Yeah, apparently Angie met someone who introduced herself as Berncastel. I wonder who Berncastel is. like in the real world, like if we don't think about witches and magic. Because she knows about Rokenjima. There's many mysteries. At the time, I felt as though I'd experienced something mystical, and had the feeling that I might be able to grasp some kind of miracle at the end of this journey. But after several days passed, my excitement died down. On that day, when I stood on the roof of that skyscraper, my heart was completely cornered and dead. So I wanted from bottom of my heart to be released from the cage of my body and rise into the sky. And had crossed the fence in order to die. Maybe experiencing the desire to die and actually stepping forwards, throwing my body down, caused some kind of mystical experience inside my head, making me think I had received a message from a witch. Yeah, like, you might get delusional from that, I guess. So she actually jumped thinking about suicidal stuff. Okay. Excitement from my jump lessened over time, and the more I came back to my senses, the more this journey lost its meaning. But I didn't even consider suspending this journey just because of that. If I stop this journey, I will mean acknowledging that the message from that witch was an illusion. And I felt as though that meant throwing away the promise to the witch made, and any chance that someone from my family might come back. So because it was hard to believe that those events were an illusion, I've continued my journey. I don't seriously believe that this journey will change anything. It's up to me when to end this journey. It's up to me to choose where the final destination is. In the end, this journey is only for my self-satisfaction.
自己満足か。
Yeah, she want to go like to terms to deal with this whole situation. Even if like nobody will come back to life, basically, if they're like actually dead. I mean, come on, it's like 12 years. People are missing for 12 years. Like, they have to be dead, right? They had like, yeah. I just like, there's no way they're like missing or hiding for 12 years for no reason. Like, what the fuck? They must be dead. But yeah, she just want to like come close to like get a closure basically to this whole situation.
聞こえは悪いですが、そいつが実は人生ってやつではないかと思ってます。
傭兵家業で視線をくぐった末に至った答えだったなら、なかなか味わい深いじゃない。
茶化さんでください。俺が言いたいのは、自己も何も自分を認められるのは世の中で自分だけしかいないってことです。
Makaso continues stretching as he spoke, in an irritating, fresh way. Hearing it told to me, as though from a teacher, made me instinctively want to resist. But what he was saying was extremely sensible.
そうかもね。
Oh no.
人は
Why we have this
誰かに
music?
認められたくて努力をするわ。多くの場合、それは親ね。親に褒められたくて子供は努力を覚える。だから私は覚えなかったわけだけど。
Yeah.
すんません。
She had no
そういうつも
parents.
りで言ったんじゃないです。俺が言いたいのは、自己満足大いに結構ってことなんです。誰に褒められたって、それを納得できなきゃ意味がない。
True.
逆を返しゃ、誰に褒められなくったって自分が納得できりゃそれでいいってことです。
Okay, Makusa, you have pretty good lines.
自己満足と向上心って矛盾するから、普通は悪いことって教えられるわよね。天草の論法はなんだか新鮮よ。
誰かに認めてほしくて、 だけれど何を努力すればいいのかわからないのが人の世の苦しみです。俺にもそういう頃があった。誰かに認められたくて、でも何を認められればいいかわからなくて、そして何をどこまで努力すれば誰に認めてもらえるかわからなくて、随分と無茶苦茶をやってきたもんです。
Yeah.
それで天草が至った答えが自己満足だっていうの？
聞こえは悪いがそういうことです。我ただ樽を知るってやつですわ。俺がこれでいいと思った人生なら、それはとやかく言われてどうこうってもんじゃない。
That's a good advice.
エンジェさんの人生もこの旅も同じです。エンジェさん以外の誰にもとやかく言う権利なんてない。
Yep.
旅の意味と成果はエンジェさんだけが決める。
Yep. Amakusa is... Okay, Amakusa is great. Like, yeah, very good advices. I agree with him 100%.
エンジェさんにとって有意義な旅になったなら、それで十分なんですよ。
I think he's like in the middle of the tier list for episode 4 for now. Because he looks cool and he has some good lines. But nothing special yet. So not like the higher middle tier, but the lower middle tier. Maybe, probably. Oh well. We'll have episode 4 tier list and then whole Umineko question arcs tier list basically after I finish this.
あんたってチャラけてる男だと思ってたけど、たまに変なこと言い出すのね。そういうことたまに言うとモテると思ってるでしょ。
まさかまさか。そんなつもりで言ったんじゃありません。どうやらお一人になりたいようだ。俺は船長のところへ行っていますぜ。どうぞごゆっくり。
Wait, why the music like suddenly stopped? What? Marcus apparently decided I was in a bad mood. Although I didn't feel that my way myself. Or he might have finished a set of stretches and wanted to cool off in the shade. The sea wind was strong, but not enough to cool the rays of the sun. And Makusa disappeared. Only I remained.
自己満足こそが人生か。
そんなのつまらないです。
Hello, Mammon.
人生はどこまでも強欲でなくっちゃ。
I noticed that Mammon has suddenly appeared. Her abundant hair fluttering over by the prow of the ship.
強欲な人生は確かに楽しいわ。でもあなたと違って人間には寿命がある。永遠に強欲のままだったなら、人は死ぬ最後の瞬間にも欲があることになる。
Yeah.
欲があるということはつまり欲しいということ。
That means you regret something.
持っていないということ。満たされていないということ。
Yep.
自分が満たされていると思えないまま死ぬのはきっと辛いことよ。だからきっと自己満足って必要なんだわ。
なるほど。寿命ある存在にはそういう妥協点も必要ってことですか。
Pretty much.
私たちの主はやたらと寿命の長いお方ばかりだったんで考えたこともなかったです。
人間ってのは満たされるために生きてるのかしら。だとしたら無欲が一番人生に優しいことになるわ。なるほど。7つの大罪の一つが強欲になるのも納得ね。
お褒めに預かり光栄です。
Apparently, that counted as a compliment in Mammon's eyes. She turned and gave a graceful bow.
エンジ様、人間は死の瞬間に満足であるために生きてるんですか。
死の瞬間に何かが満たされていないのはきっと辛いんじゃない。
だとしたら人間は満足な死を迎えるためだけに生きてるわけですね。より良い死のために生きてる。
This is quite this is quite philosophical episode.
死ぬために生きてる。
This kid's saying something pretty incredible. I see, as I'd expect from a demon's take. However, it might be the truth. Humans suffer because they aren't satisfied, and live only to find satisfaction. In other words, that might be the same as a desire to die satisfied.
言い返せないわ。人は満たされるために生きてる。そして満たされたまま死にたいと願ってる。だからその満たされ方がわからないのはとても辛いことだわ。
どうやれば満たされるんです？人間の人生は。
認めてもらうことよ。お前は幸せだってね。
誰が認めてもいいものでしたら私が認めてあげますよ。
そうよ、そこなのよ。誰に認めてもらえばいいのかわからないのよ、人は。
Yeah, like that's a problem. Like, I don't know. How I used to acknowledge a person. I think like the closest bet for anyone would be like your parents. Like your closest family. To acknowledge what you do.
その認めてくれる人を探すのが人生の旅なんですか。
Wow, good line, Mammon. Good line.
へえ。
おかしな話ね。認めてもらおうと認めてもらわなかろうと自分の境遇に変化はないはず。
Also, that kind of sounds like something that Battery is trying to achieve as well. Like, she wants to be acknowledged by Butler, basically. We remember how she's like changing mood, basically. Like, she's annoyed that Butler do not want to like speak with her or anything when he was like mad at her. Huh.
にもかかわらず認められれば満たされ、認められないから満たされない。まるで青い鳥だわ。カゴの中にもう青い鳥はいるのに、それに気づけないからどこまでも探しに旅立たなければならない。
何ですかそれ。人間の人生ってバカですね。
そうね、天草は本当にいいことを言ったわ。我ただ樽を知るか。何のことわざか知らないけど味わい深いわ。
It is.
つまるところ、誰かに認めてもらわなければ満ち足りないとは、すなわち自らを認められないということ。究極の自己実現はまず自分を自分で認めることだったのよ。
Acknowledging yourself. This is really like philosophical episode. It really is. And it's very good at that.
そりゃそうです。自分が満ち足りてるって自覚できるなら誰にも認めてもらう必要なんかないですから。その小さなことに気づくだけで人間のくだらない人生の旅は簡単に終了ですね。残った時間を有意義に遊んで過ごせます。人間の人生ってバカバカしい。
Mama says a word were bad, but it was surely the truth. If most of humans' life is a journey with the hopes that someone will acknowledge them, so that they can achieve a satisfied death, then when they realize that the person doing the acknowledging isn't someone else, but they themselves, that pointless journey can end. Humans who have ended that journey can probably spend the rest of their lives as they wish, with their heads held high. How noble, how praiseworthy would that be?
天草ってさ、親とはかなり仲が悪いらしいのよ。そりゃそうよね。まっとうな親なら足を洗わせたいと願うような商売だもの。
別にいいんじゃない？本人が楽しいなら。
全くよね。結局はそういうことなのよ。他人が観測した自分の評価なんかどうでもいいこと。
Yep, pretty much.
自分の存在を自分自身がしっかり認められたならそれで十分なのよ。
Yeah, like that's a problem. Like I had and I have actually kinda that problem as well. Like I still think about like what other people thinks about me and stuff, but I know people who just don't care about this at all. Like they do what they want. They just content with themselves and they're not like breaking any like moral codex or anything. Like yeah, they just like do whatever they want. Like if they want to be like, I don't know, rude outside or in bar or something, they are just rude. Like yeah, it's not a, I mean, I don't know how to explain this. They're just like free. I just cannot like do some stupid shit outside like with other people around because I would feel like they looking at me and thinking about me doing weird stuff and I would like wonder what they think about me. It's also the same with like recordings. I feel better now and like more confident in myself since I started this channel, but yeah, that's been and is kinda a problem. And some people just like don't care. They just like feel what they think, do what they want, and don't care about like some random people because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if like some random guy in the city just saw you, I don't know, saying some weird ass shit outside. Like it doesn't matter. You will like never meet him again or like anything probably. So it doesn't matter as far as if you feel good about this, as you're not like doing any criminal stuff or something. So yeah, I don't know. That's pretty heavy topic. I don't know. If you want, you can like talk about this as well in the comment section. We can talk. I don't know. This is kinda heavy topic. I don't know. Let's continue.
自分に自信を持って生きられるならどんな生活だって受け入れて納得できるに違いない。
This kind of got into like not only philosophical episode but also kind of like personal one.
天草はきっといつか戦場で流れ弾を食らって大怪我をするでしょうよ。あるいは死ぬことさえあるかもしれない。でも天草はそれを理不尽とは思わないと思う。それも人生と。あいつはケラケラ笑ってるような気がするの。
いい生き様じゃない。惚れるわ。
自分で自分を認められない哀れな人間は生涯それを求めてさまよい、何も受け入れられず不平不満だけを口にし満たされないまま死んでいく。哀れだわ。何の目的もなくダラダラと生きてる連中に比べたらやがてのたれ死にするかもしれないけれど、自分の人生に胸を張っている天草の方がよっぽど高潔なのよ。
Yeah, I can respect that.
人生悟ったものの勝ちってことじゃない？少しでも早く悟れればその分有効に残りの人生が過ごせてお得よね。
With mom and words, I finally accepted a certain fact. In the past, I've called that girl unusual, a little strange. However, that wasn't true. All she did was keep her head held high and finish that journey faster than anyone else.
だからマリアお姉ちゃんはすごかったのかもしれない。
Also, that backstory with Angie and Maria apparently wasn't in Kuvadorian. It just being me paying too much attention to the background, apparently. That's what you guys said. But yeah, I'm kinda fixated on backgrounds. You all know that probably at this point.
彼女は小学校低学年になるかならないかという年齢のうちにそれに至ったのよ。
For people like us, looking at her life from the outside, it wasn't something you would call blessed. But even the days like that were engraved in her diary. They always finished up by saying that it was a happy day. Yep. Did Maria really call that day a happy day? Oh my god. The previous episode. Did Maria really call that the happy day? How? That's either stupid or brave. Wow, they forced me to remember the previous episode again. Even though the part of her mother that didn't love her daughter came and went, she believed that her mother loved her. Because she actually loved Maria, but in such a twisted way. I don't know how to categorize Rosa. I don't know. The mother's love that didn't exist. She created herself, filling her world with love. Rosa changes so much. In NGI's, Rosa don't love Maria. But from like reader's perspective, that we had like a lot of conversation between Maria and Rosa on Rokkenjima. In every episode, we know that Rosa actually loves Maria. But she's lost. Rosa is losing herself. A lot. This is... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Rosa. Rosa is like the most complicated character in Umineko. And I kinda love it. She's great. This is like... Rosa is so complicated character. Also, so true. It's so well written, but... Yeah, you just don't know what to do with her. You just don't know. Others might observe her as unsatisfied, pitiful girl. But she herself acknowledged that she was satisfied. And so, she was very happy that way. It's uneasy to observe that there's something pitiable and sad. But to her, that was an outsider opinion, so it didn't matter. Whether or not it was happy for her was the only important thing. Yep, exactly what I was saying before, like how some people feel. I don't know if I can like actually do that. Maybe I can. I don't know. This is very complicated stuff. Actually, it's very simple. It's very simple, but it's also very complicated at the same time. I don't know. Does it make any sense? Oh. Maybe let me know in the comments. How do you feel like? Are you like Maria? Are you like don't care about like outside opinion? Are you like doing your stuff and you're like satisfied with what you're doing? Or do you care about like opinion of others about you? I'm more into like the second category, but I'm slowly changing a little bit into the first one. Just because I started like this channel, and it kind of helped me to like get a little bit more into like confident into myself, but I'm still not there yet. I think I'm still not there yet. I still like blame myself for a lot of stuff and everything. That I don't want to go to depression. Let's just read. It's just like how when people who live in the city point to the lifestyle of those in rural areas and mourn their inconvenience and feel sympathy for them, that's really none of their business. If those who live there are satisfied with what they have, that's more than enough. Yeah. This line is kind of like the analogy of me making like theories about Umineko. I should be satisfied with what I think, and I am. But I'm also at the same time worried about what you guys think about my theories. Like, I have in my like back of my head like, what if I'm wrong? What if I do some like really stupid shit and people are like face palming and are angry at me because I do that, or I think that? Like, this is still like on back of my head. I like theories that I make on Umineko and what I think, but at the same time I'm aware that you guys probably read this story already. You know everything. And back of my head is like, they so hate this. I don't know. Oh my god, this episode is so personal. God damn it.
私、ようやく気づいたわ。今気づいた。マリアお姉ちゃんにひどいことをしたのよ。
Yeah.
あの日に、あなたたちにも、作太郎にも。魔法があるかないか、それを決めるのは他人じゃないわ。
It's not up to other people to decide, huh? Huh. This is like the theme, basically, of the episode 4, I would say. Because episode 4 basically tells us that we not necessarily have to deny magic. It's not like we want to believe in magic, but we don't want to deny it as well, like straightforward. We need to find the truth. And whenever magic exists or not, it doesn't matter. It might be true, it might be not.
自分よ。マリアお姉ちゃんにとって魔法があるかないかは、マリアお姉ちゃんが決めるべき問題で、
Yeah.
私が決めることじゃない。なのに、私は幼いあの日、魔法なんてあるわけないって、彼女を傷つけてしまった。
The fact that magic doesn't exist in my eyes matters in my world, but denying it even in Onechan world, for that reason, was totally misguided.
マリアージュ・ソルシエルはマリアお姉ちゃんの作った魔女同盟。私はそれに誘われて一緒に魔女になろうと言われたの。
Based off this sentence, does it actually mean that Maria is like the original witch, I would say? What if she like created Beatrice, Bernkastel, Lambda Delta and everyone else?
新しい面白い遊びだと思って、私はしばらくの間それに付き合ったわ。
I mean, she don't know about Lambda Delta and like at this point. But still.
でも、幼さゆえの残酷さ、途中で飽きてしまった。そして、鋭利な言葉で彼女の純粋無垢な心を切り裂いてしまったの。あの時大喧嘩をしたはず。私はすぐに忘れてしまったけれど、彼女には忘れられないものだった。なぜなら彼女にとって魔法は確かに存在する自然な力で、それは私とも共有できると信じていたから。マリアお姉ちゃんにとって魔法は世界を幸福に解釈できる、いえ 全てを幸福にできるまさに魔法の力だった。それを私にもお裾分けしたかっただけ。
Without love it can't be seen, huh?
その気持ちを幼い私が引き裂いた。だから彼女は誰とも魔法は分かり合えないと殻の中に閉じこもってしまったのよ。
だとしたらマリア卿もやはり人生の旅は終わってないわけね。自分に納得できてるなら園児様に否定されたくらいでへこむ必要なんてないわけだし。
お姉ちゃんは幼かった。天草みたいな達観にはまだ至ってなかったのよ。はあ、だからこそわかるわ。マリアージュ・ソルシエルという魔女同盟がなぜ必要なのか。
An alliance where each acknowledges that the other is a witch.
そうよ。それが確かマリアージュ・ソルシエルの取り決めの第一条だった気がする。
She wanted to be acknowledged by others. She didn't reach the point where she said that she should be content with herself, like a Makusa. I mean, come on, it's 9 years old kid. She needed someone.
同盟の魔女は互いを魔女と認め、
Yeah.
尊敬し合うことって。
And even her mother did not want to acknowledge her.
それこそが魔女同盟の一番の、そして唯一の意味なのよ。
Marianne-chan wanted to share with me the secret loves to the happy world called magic. I was young. And she was too. I hurt her with innocent cruelty.
私はあの日に言ったわ、暴言を。あなたたちや作太郎に存在するわけがないって。
失礼しちゃうわ。
Okay, but one thing. Okay? These guys, in this situation, they are like in your mind. Basically. So, you basically say to yourself that it was cruel. You're not like telling it to them. This is way more philosophical than you think. Basically, you're trying to convince yourself right now.
私たちは私たちが存在するって自らを認めてる。
Yeah.
魂が寝ぼけてる人間どもとはわけが違うのよ。我を思うゆえに我あり。
Wow, I think therefore I am. Wow. Mammon is such a good here.
魔法を認めようと否定しようと、私たち煉獄の七姉妹という魔法が存在することはゆえに事実。
Wow.
園児様の言葉を借りるなら、私たちが自らをそう認めている限り。
それを他者である私が否定するのはまさに暴力だわ。それはきっと実の母にお前なんか生まれてこなければよかったと、いいえ消えてしまえと怒鳴りつけられるくらいにね。
Even after being slammed by all those words, Marionette magic made her believe in her mother's love. Sakutaro, her magic friend, always encouraged her. He kept saying that her mother loves her, that she was coming home late because of her work, that she would definitely bring back her present. Even after Maria learned that her mother's work wasn't really the cause, magic allowed her to continue believing. Wow. Maria might be like the most tragic character in the whole Umineko. Like, seriously, like... I don't know, so far I think like Maria is like the most tragic character. I don't know. Even with everything that's happening on Rokkenjima, even with Butler's situation, I just cannot help it. Like, this is the word of 9-year-old kid. It's like harsh reality. Fighting over with like dreams and hopes of kid who just want to be acknowledged and to feel love. To be loved by her mother. She loved her mother, but she wants it back, but she don't understand. I don't understand. Why Rosa is like that? I won't say that she don't love her, because I feel like she does, but it's so weird. It's just so... Wow, this... Umineko these days. Umineko. What can I say? And by believing that her mother loved her, by acknowledging herself, she filled the world, her world with love and peace and serenity, establishing it completely.
12年前に何があったのか、私の家族がどうなったのか、それを探る旅じゃなかったのよ、これは。
ならこの旅は何なの？
マリアお姉ちゃんにあの日のことを謝る旅だったのよ。どうしてかわからないけど、そう思うの。あの日、彼女を傷つけなければ、12年前の事件は起こらなかったんじゃないかって。
I don't think that's the case, but if this is like actually foreshadowing.
そう思うの。
I have no basis for it. I don't have a clue how Heart Connection could be connecting with that mysterious incident several years later. But for some reason I can imagine that there's no connection. I can't imagine. A witch caused that incident. And the culprit is the Golden Witch Beatrice. And Beatrice was part of Mary's Sorcière, the allied of witches. I horribly hurt the other witch of that alliance. I hurt her with the thought that magic doesn't exist. So several years later, a crime caused by a witch occurred. And a 2-day period that couldn't be explained with anything but magic was thrust in my face, thanks to the message bottle.
きっと、私は無関係じゃないのよ。わからない。偶然かもしれないし、運命かもしれない。なぜか、この旅で私はそう思うようになったわ。
I don't want to think that Maria actually caused this whole thing. I really don't want to think that, like, she's too young. How 9-year-old kid can, like, manage to do this stuff? She cannot even be a mastermind. Like, this thing is too complicated for a 9-year-old. There's like no way. The only way possible, I think, is that she got manipulated by someone else to help, basically, with like, you know, like putting letters somewhere and telling some weird stuff. Yeah, stuff like we saw. But there's no way like she's the main culprit or the main like reason for everything that happened there.
根拠は？
ないわ。勝手にそう思ってるだけ。
日本人って面白いわね。
Just think it's true, huh? Yeah. This is basically how... What's your basis for? I have none. I just think it's true. This is basically how theories about Umineko works at this point. We can make some bases, like I did for episode 1 and I'm trying to do for episode 2. I will try to like... Yeah, I'm going to just like... do episode 2 as the same way I did episode 1. So I will just like delete episode 4 from my mind and just go with episode 2 events, okay? We will go to like whole Umineko later. Don't worry about this. But yeah. A lot of stuff in Umineko you just have to feel that's true. Like, I have a feeling that's the case. I don't know how, but that's what Devil proves.
被害者であっても自分に非があったように感じて勝手に謝り出す。家族を奪ったベアトリーチ様憎しって言うなら理解もできるけど、勝手に非を感じて謝りたくなってくるなんて本当に変わってるわ。
もちろんベアトリーチェは憎いわよ。その気持ちがなければこの旅は続かないわ。でも旅にもう一つ目的を見出してもいい。
Yeah, so we have like main reason and the other one.
12年前の魔女に復讐する旅にさらに昔の罪を謝罪する目的を加えたっていいんだわ。六軒島に行ってあの日の暴言を詫び花を手向けることくらいはできる。いえ、花よりもっといいものがあるわ。
Which is?
そしてその方がお姉ちゃんにはふさわしいと思う。
Dairy? Some magic? Maybe like go there and bring back basically all the stakes to say goodbye to Maria? Like, this is very philosophical, I know, but like creating basically in your mind all the stakes and they can like actually say goodbyes to Maria. I stood up, not minding that the sea breeze scattered my hair, and concentrated my mind. I lifted my palm up to the height of my head, and imagined the vast space. Oh, she's actually doing that. It's going to be what I said, isn't it? She will make like everyone meet with Maria, basically.
静かに。
At least on her grave or something. I mean, there's probably no grave or anything. But on island.
さあさあ、おいでなさい。我こそは魔女見習い、エンジェベアトリーチェ。破門にされてはしまったけれど、かつて同じ同盟に所属し、私と遊んでくれた懐かしき家具よ。我が呼びかけに応じよ。
It was hard to tell in the middle of day, but a faint blue light gathered around the palm of my hand. Then, Sakutaro form was revived. Wow. I did not expect Sakutaro actually. It truly did bring back memories, that figure. His cute ears, his bright red muffler. It came off so easily, so One-chan faithfully rewrapped it all the time, didn't she?
サクタロ
I did not expect to see Sakutaro here. Oh my god. Yeah, Angie is a witch of resurrection, isn't she? Like, no one can bring Sakutaro. Okay, he's alive. This is a Uryu managed to have already seen this a long time ago. Yep. This is different. This is different text that was here before.
わかる？私たちがわかる？おりょおりょマモンエンジェ
With a sleepy face, as though waking up from a long slumber, Sakutaro looked all around him as he spoke.
お久しぶりね、サクタロウ。あなたを私の力で呼び出すのは、きっとこれが初めてだわ。そして今や、私にしか呼び出せない。
Wow.
ウリュ
Those words might have been a bit cruel. Sakutaro's face clouded over.
かつての私は、あなたを否定した。
Yep, and that was painful.
その私があなたを呼び出したということは、 あなたの存在を私が認めたということ。
Pretty much, yep.
いいの？僕はエンジェの世界に呼び出されてもいいの？
His eyes were a bit frightened. It was only natural. I, who had played with him like a friend before, had suddenly denied him and tried to burn him with the magic resisting toxin. It was only natural that he was scared.
謝るわ。あの日のこと。マモンにも、そしてみんなにも。
Oh, and they're all here actually. She summoned all the gang is back. And at some point, the rest of the Seven Sisters had gathered on the deck. No, there's always been there. Also, always by my side. As long as I acknowledge that it's okay for them to be there, they will always appear.
あなたたちは確かに存在するわ。ルシファーも、レビアタンも、サタンも、ベルフェゴールも、マモンも、ベルゼブブも、アスモデウスも、そしてサクタロウも。よろしいのですか？
It was a happy episode in the end.
エンジェ様はベアトリーチェ様に挑もうというお方。魔女を否定される立場にあられるお方が我らを認めてもよろしいのですか？
Wow. What a
私の世
question.
界にとって魔法が存在するかどうかは悪いけど保留させてもらうわ。私自身が魔法の存在を認めたわけじゃない。
なのに我らを認めるという矛盾はどういうことです？
魔法は信じる人には存在するってことよ。
It is for people who believe.
私が信じなくても誰かが信じたならその人の世界には魔法が存在するわ。
Wow. So, are you trying to tell me that in Umineko magic actually exists? It doesn't matter if I don't believe it? Hmm.
それは私が魔法を信じたって信じなくたっていいえ受けてはいけないのよ。
It mustn't change, huh?
その誰かは胸を張って自らの魔法を信じればいいのよ。そして私はそれを認める。だからあなたたちが存在しても全然おかしくはないのよ。
I have a feeling like this conversation will be very important in solving Umineko. At least I think it gives some points or hints that I could like think about.
なかなかの詭弁ですわ。面白い解釈かと。エンジェ様のそれは悪魔の証明そのものでしょう。
悪魔の証明？
悪魔の存在を証明するには悪魔を連れてくればいいけれど、悪魔の存在を否定することだけは不可能だから。そして私たちはここにいる。つまりそれはエンジェ様が魔法を信じようと信じまいと私たちの存在は揺るがないということ。無流？エンジェから半魔法の毒が消えていく。本当だわ。魔法を否定する立場なのにどうして？
それは多分尊重し認めるという心を知ったからだわ。
It means to respect and acknowledge.
今の私にならそしてベアトリーチェの魔法の深淵も理解できるかもしれない。
Respect and acknowledge. Respect and acknowledge. In the past, I didn't believe in things like magic. Thinking something like that couldn't exist. I acted like I was closing my eyes tightly and couldn't see anything. But now I'm different. I get the feeling I can look right at the ceiling, right at the thing called magic, and close in one is true nature.
惜しいわ。この現代にこれだけ半魔法の毒素の抜けた人間なんて本当に稀よ。魔女に向いた稀有な才能なのに。そうね。今のエンジェ様が魔女を目指してくださったなら、ベアトリーチェ様に及ぶかもしれない大魔女に成長されたかもしれないのに。
Okay.
それでも我らの存在を認めてくださった我らの主である。
So maybe there was, or there is, a person that was called actually Beatrice, and basically they existed for her as well, or something, I don't know.
おそらくエンジェ様が我らの最後の主となるだろう。
Final Master, huh? Why are you I mean, probably it's the case, but how you can be sure that Angie is the final master? Like, it's entirely possible that Angie will try and give that acknowledgement, the thoughts, and the power basically to another person, right? I mean, she can still have like a daughter or something, right? Like, I mean, she's just 18. Like, her life just like began basically.
最後の奉公と思い尽力しようではないか。
まあ、なのにエンジ様自身がまだ魔法を信じてくれないのが納得いかない。エンジ様、ついでに魔法も認めてくださいよ。
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
せっかくの主なのに魔女じゃないなんてなんだかもったいない。
最高の魔女になれる逸材なのに、その目的が魔女を撃つことだなんて
Pretty much.
惜しいです。まあ、それもエンジ様の人生で生き方でそうと決めた世界ならば、それは私たちにとやかく口出しできることではないわけですが。
私を理解してくれてありがそうね。魔法が私にとって存在するかどうか、
Never magic exists to me.
それは私が決めることだわ。
Up to me to decide, yep.
世界のどこかに魔法が実在したとしてもしなかったとしてもね。
When I think about it, this world is so vast and yet so small. Billions of people live on Earth, but I probably won't meet even 1% of those people. Even so, I will speak of a world. My world, which doesn't even know 1% of the world.
私が知らない世界の法則を私に否定する資格なんてない。
Wow. Wow. Oh.
だから私の世界に魔法が存在しないからといって私の知らない世界に魔法が存在することまでを否定することはできない。
Umineko is getting more complicated now.
まさに悪魔の証明というわけだわ。いえ、業に入りては業に従えと言うべきかしら。
I can be confident in the world I know. So even if that's denied by a complete stranger who doesn't know a thing about my world, that's nothing to worry about. And in the same way, I've got no right to deny a world I don't know. Just because I don't know about it.
だから私は自分の世界に魔法があるかないかを問わずにマリアお姉ちゃんが教えてくれた魔法を否定することなんてできやしない。
無理だって見たことがなくても魔法は存在するんだもん。
ええ、だからすでに言っている通り、魔女同盟マリアージュ・ソルシエルの友人であるあなた、私にも、そして誰にも否定することなんてできないわけ。
Oh my god, are we actually going to like stop trying to deny magic? Is this what's going to happen? We don't want to go back and down and break Beatrice's boots, right? We don't want to do that. What the hell? Oh my god, Umineko is getting so complicated now. I need some things to think about. I proclaimed that most important part again. Even though the sea breeze and the crashing of the waves were noisy, it was a time of silence. Both Sakutaro and the Seven Sisters of Purgatory reflected upon my words. And probably I did too. Does magic exist? Do witches exist? While ignoring what the answer would be from my own word, I acknowledged their existence. That contradiction was what I would proclaim so boldly.
ありがとうエンジェ。
そこまでお認めになったなら魔女もお認めになって。いえ、愚問でした。その問いに対する答えをすでにエンジェ様は明確にお持ちだ。
ごめんね。魔女がこの世界のどこかにいるかもしれないことを私は認めるけれど。
They don't exist for me.
でも私の世界は揺るがない。
魔女も魔法も認めない。六軒島の真実は必ず暴いてみせる。でしょ？
ええ、それが私の世界よ。仮に本当に魔女が存在したとしても、私の世界では認めないわ。当の魔女にどれだけ言い寄られたとしてもね。
エンジェ様のお立場は魔女を撃つこと。
Well, the problem is Lambda Delta, she kinda broke you.
そしてそのお気持ちにいささかの揺らぎもないことよくわかりました。我らはエンジェ様の家具、煉獄の七姉妹、いつでもおそばに。お役に立てる日が来るのをいつまでもお待ち申し上げております。
エンジェ様が魔法を信じてくれない以上、話し相手くらいにしかなれないけれど。
今は十分よ。私たちに存在できる余地を残してくれ。それだけで私たちはエンジェ様に感謝し認めるべきだわ。
つまり私たちはまたみんなといられるんだね。
Yep.
うりゅーサク太郎、モフモフさせて。
Oh my god. Once again. Once again. When Sakutaro was overcome with emotion and tears came to his eyes, his seven sister closed in and mumbled him. Because every time when Sakutaro is around, every single woman in Umineko is turning into Shotakon. They were also celebrating a long mystery union. If their existence is permitted, they're definitely capable of existing here. No, even if I don't permit it, they can exist. Because I acknowledge them. They showed their reunion's joy to me as well. As I watched over that scene, I reflected over what this journey of mine meant.
これでみんなには許してもらえたかしら。
十分ですよ。私たちは家具、呼び出してもらえるだけで、おそばにいることを許されるだけで嬉しいのですから。ウリュウ、エンジェ、本当にありがとう。
そういえばどうして私には作太郎が呼び出せたのかしら。いいえ、逆ね。どうしてお姉ちゃんには作太郎が呼び出せなかったのかしら。
Oh, she acknowledged basically her acknowledgement. She acknowledged that Sakutaro died. That's why she couldn't bring him back. All just goes into, yeah, everything goes back to the acknowledgement of everything. Marianne-chan had despaired, thinking that Sakutaro had died, which meant she hadn't been able to summon him like this anymore. In the past, One-chan said it was more advantageous in a summoning to have a vessel. However, a vessel is like a training wheels, and should be absolutely necessary. In other words, even if the stuffed animal lion, that Sakutaro vessel didn't exist, it should have been possible to summon him. No, when you point it out like that, it's even a little doubtful whenever summoning things can be limited by life and death. Moreover, Sakutaro should have been an especially important friend to Marianne-chan. She should have been able to strive hard to summon him once more time. It certainly was sad that the original stuffed animal vessel had been torn apart. But why did he die and become impossible to summon again? Yeah, that's like, I guess, traumatic moment for a 9-year-old kid. She just couldn't deal with this at the time.
それはマリアがあの時僕のぬいぐるみが破れたのを見て、僕が死んでしまったと。
Decided that I died. Yep, pretty much. She acknowledged his death.
魔法の存在と同じなんです。マリア教の世界で作太郎が死んでしまったことになったなら、彼女の世界では作太郎は存在できない。
Yep.
ウリュウ。
The shock of having her beloved stuffed animal torn apart had left a wound in her heart serious enough to prevent her from summoning her irrepressible close friend. In Maria One-chan's eyes, Sakutaro died. So even if Sakutaro can exist like this to me, he cannot exist before her.
僕はいつもマリアと一緒にいたんだよ。泣いてるマリアのすぐ近くで泣かないでってずっと言ってたんだよ。でもマリアには僕の姿も声も何も届かなくて。
Sakutaro hung his head, looking sad.
マリアージュ・ソルシエルはあの事件の後急に性格を変えていくの。それまでの同盟は和やかなものだった。でも事件後は憎い誰かをいかにして呪うかという物騒な物ばかり。
And then Rokkenjima happened. With death and hatred. Just like she hated her mother back then and wanted her dead. Wow. Wow. Is Maria actually so deeply involved in Rokkenjima? Is this where it's all going on?
お姉ちゃんの日記はあからさまに様変わりしていくの。
A diary is a mirror that reflects one heart as it is. It probably showed the personality called Maria die and be reborn as the evil witch personality Maria by capital letters. Ah, when she buried the diary in hatred and sadness, her heart surely wasn't satisfied. Because it wasn't satisfied. She had to bury it with hatred and sadness. And while still unsatisfied, she met with her death. I wonder if her unsatisfied soul has a hole opened in his chest from sadness even now, and continuously wanders, dipping tears down, calling Sakutaro's name.
あなたがお姉ちゃんには必要なのよ。
Yep, she needs him, alright.
ウリュウ。
That's a 9-year-old girl whose world just got shattered instantly and filled with despair. This is heavy.
どうしたらあなたを マリアお姉ちゃんの世界で蘇らせられるの？その方法がわかれば、私はお姉ちゃんを救うことができる。それが私に課せられた贖罪の方法なのよ。どうすれば作太郎は蘇るの？
マリアにとって僕のよりしろは特に重要な意味を持ってたから。
Basically, you would have to find the actual Sakutaro. Or create one.
よりしろ。つまり、ライオンのぬいぐるみを蘇らせることができれば。
でも、僕のぬいぐるみはローザママの手作りだから、ローザママにしか作れない。
And we got in the tip many that she actually died. Even inside the diary, Mariana-chan had asked this of Beatrice, and she refused for that reason. The magical significance of the stuffed animal being unique and handmade is very large. Then, if you could make the same thing once more, but Andros is already gone from this world, you can't make the same thing again.
同じぬいぐるみをもう一つ作ってあったとか、そういうことはないの？
彼はマリア卿の誕生日プレゼントのために作られた世界でたった一つのぬいぐるみ、手作りでたった一つのよりしろなんです。だから大きな魔力を秘めているんです。そして失われたら、もう二度と手に入らない。
What if you create another vessel by your own, and you give it to Maria, and say that Sakutaro got reborn by, and looks a little bit different, but it's and make it like a present for Maria once again, so it's unique.
蘇らない。ウリュウ。
Because she knew that Marion-chan watched that stuffed animal, which was unique in that world, get torn apart, and despaired. Because it was the only one of its kind in the world, and she couldn't permit a compromise such as buying another one. She had despaired from the bottom of her heart.
でも、作太郎はここにいるわ。よりしろなんかなくても、ここにいる。
Yep, but Maria got really traumatic even back then.
私がそれを認めているから、私の世界では確かに存在する。マリアお姉ちゃんが認めなくても、それは否定できない。
Yep.
そうよね。
理屈ではそうですが、同じ理屈でマリア卿にそれを認めさせることもまた困難かと思います。
マリア、僕は死んでないよ。ここにいるのに。ウリュウ。
きっと六軒島でマリアお姉ちゃんに私は再会できると思うの。そして私は何が何でもお姉ちゃんの中のあなたを蘇らせて再会させるわ。
できるの？
Nice.
難しいでしょうね。魔女同盟に誘われた私が意味を理解できず拒絶してしまったのと同じ。彼女もまたあなたの存在を拒絶するかもしれない。
Pretty much.
でもやるしかないわ。それが私にできる唯一の罪滅ぼしなのよ。
Yeah. Like, by standing with, like, logical things, okay? Let's just, like, try to not think about magic right now. Maria is dead. So, basically, if we think about, like, outside of magic and stuff, what she's going to do, what she's supposed to do, is to, like, get in terms with Maria and her family, like, getting away, acknowledge that they're, like, always with her, so she can, like, summon her family, basically, in her heart, to see them, and then, like, talk with them, get terms with them, and then make Maria to acknowledge Sakutaro. That's how it works in my mind right now. If we, like, you know, we cannot physically meet with Maria if she's, like, actually dead. So yeah, it could be also like that, like, we just meet with Maria and Rosa. We make them acknowledge each other and stuff. Rosa will make Sakutaro, basically, give it to Maria, and Maria will summon Sakutaro for her own, basically. Once again. And everything inside of, like, Angie head, basically. So she can be, like, fulfilled and actually go with terms and follow on and go with her life. Is Angie the main protagonist of the story, actually? Is Umineko all about Angie? Is it her story? Was everything before that just the preparation for basically Angie Road? Angie Journey?
エンジ様。
六軒島で何が待つのか、
What indeed?
そして何が起こるのか、あるいは何も起こらないのかもしれないけれど、私はあなたたちを連れて魔女の島へ
I have to take you home.
帰らなければならない。
Okay. Wait, she's talking but not talking. Even though the rays of the sun had been so strong, at some point clouds decided to hang down. The spray that hit my cheek might not all have come from crushing waves.
エンジェさん、軽く一雨来そうですぜ。下へ降りた方がいいんじゃないですか?
Amakusa called up to me with an expression that said, "Oh, you are still here." When I looked up, I saw that island's sailed head had gotten much larger. We might reach land very soon. I remembered that the weather report had mentioned scattered rains. The sky wasn't dark enough for rain clouds. I would probably be just for a short time. It will probably be just for a short time. Even though the rain was light enough not to be a pain. Having rain start to fall as we approached the island felt like some kind of fate. Yeah. Once again, it's raining on Rokkenjima. It was raining on October 4, 1986 as well. Yep. I'm approaching the Rokkenjima of that day, and not just in distance. I went back down with Amakusa. He was carrying what looked like really large and heavy golf bag. It was something Amakusa had brought back with him in the day when we'd split up. I didn't inquire as its contents, but it was hard to imagine that there were anything peaceful.
中身はあえて聞かないけど、重そうね。
Are these like guns or something?
どうしてこいつらは重くてかなわないのか。フランス人の教官が面白いことを教えてくれました。何でもこいつらは重くあるべきだそうなんです。
Okay.
何しろ人の命は地球より重いんですから。
Wow.
こいつらはもっと重くて叱るべきなんだとか。
I think he's talking about guns. Like, to take a life, it needs to be heavier.
使う機会がないといいわね。
Yeah.
ないといいですな。
Amakusa set the golf bag like luggage down beside him. Why do I hear helicopter? Oh, it's a plane. We're on airport. Wait, what? A two-propeller aircraft touched down on the runway. Considering the weather, it would have been a pleasant flight. Everything after this flight had been suspended due to the weather. And she's here. So they're waiting for Angie and they actually went by the boat. Okay. And I think we'll see this scene later in the next episode, so... Wow, this episode was so good. I love this episode. I love this episode. I hope you like that as well. It's getting pretty late, so I'm going to end the episode kinda faster today. Not like really long talk after the episode. I think I talked enough during the episode this time, and yeah. Thank you for watching the episode. Thank you for listening to me, and I will see you in the next one. So once again, thank you, and for now, Pocket Watch. Let's going out.